I was 5 when my grandfather and father got the franchise from Caterpillar. And fortunately, I had a father that would set me on them, and he would tell me, well, this is what this one does. This is what a motor grader does. This is what a bulldozer does. So I grew up with that, and it became all I ever wanted to do.
There are people in the parts department that I worked with when I was 16, 17 years old.
Been with Mustang for 32 years.
18 years.
12 years.
15 years.
13 years.
21 years.
23 years.
I've been here 33 years.
Been with Mustang for 36 years.
37 years in November.
I'm going on 40 years, and I still enjoy going to work every day.
It'll be 40 years in April.
I've been here 46 years.
50 years.
55 years.
Mustang's full of people like that. They may not have been here as long as Mildred, but they're full of wisdom, and they're very committed.
Technicians and people in the warehouse, I mean, they put 100% in their job every day. And they like the customers, and they get along, and they go out of their way to be good. You couldn't find a better place to work, in my estimation.
If someone stays either at Mustang or Caterpillar 5 years, they'll stay their entire careers. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing to the customer. It's a blessing to all of us here.
It's been sort of a contagious thing. I think it's been a good place to be.
We are a dealership selling equipment and emphasizing service of that equipment.
Well, Mustang Cat, we're a organization that has the right to sell and service Caterpillar equipment, which I feel is the best construction equipment that you can purchase in the world.
35 counties in southeast Texas.
Family owned since 1952. You know, we've been through some changes and different family members and things, but it's continued to operate basically the way it did from the beginning.
Historically, our success in dealing with our customers has been building relationships. And the most successful salesmen we've had have always been the ones that could develop that special relationship to where when that customer got in a bind, needed something, they wouldn't think of calling anyone other than their Mustang sales representative.
They expect a little more from us. That's the reason I'm here. You know, it was a job that I wanted to have all my life, is being a Cat salesman.
Their expectation levels are higher from us than I think they are from our competition.
And it goes with being a Cat salesman, is the respect you command when you walk in that door. Did you just sell Caterpillar? And Mustang must have seen a lot in you before they allow you to do this.
I ran them all. And Cat is the one with the best resale value if you have to get rid of something, and the best quality as far as I'm concerned.
The client pays more for Cat because he expects more from Cat.
The biggest and most important relationship we have is Caterpillar. Caterpillar equipment, it's about as American as you can get, although it's a global company now.
And it's foregone conclusion that it's going to run longer, be better. It's the top of our field.
So the relationship between Caterpillar and being part of the Caterpillar family is a big part of that 60-year longevity.
You know, you've got the best products, we've got the best customers, we've got the best parts and service in our area, bar none, no matter what.
You know, it's parts that keeps the machines going. And if they can't get the parts, then they can't do their jobs.
One of the things that makes us kind of unique is our parts situation. And I think a lot of the customers know that.
They have to have their parts to keep machines going and to keep customers happy.
Primary reason we're here is to serve customers.
I certainly have that view personally. This company isn't about Brad Tucker, it wasn't about Lewis Tucker or Frank Tucker or Otis Massey. It's about the people that we have working for us and about serving our customers and being the best Caterpillar dealer we can be. And if we can do that, if we can serve our customers and help them building the roads that we drive on, or helping build the buildings that we go into, or the hospitals that we go into, or powering the hospitals that we go into. And they're doing things that we admire. So if we can help them do that, that makes us all feel better.
Well, you care about the customer, and when they call and have a need, you get about taking care of that need and as promptly as possible.
You have to listen to the customer. If you don't listen to the customer, you never know what his wants and needs are.
I enjoy going to see my customers because, like I said, it's like going to see a relative.
If you don't have relationships, you don't have much of a business, really.
Go along with the customer. Try to make the customer happy. If you keep the customer happy, he'll come back.
Sometimes you just have to let them vent. And then you know what? When they're done, my job's here to fix it. My job's to make you happy.
And they listen to my problems. I can tell them what I think, and we can bull back and forth. They're listening to what your problem is and try to help you.
It's taking that time to talk to people, find out exactly what's happening.
If I make one person, one customer happy, I've accomplished something.
It's a relationship with a customer, it's a relationship with an employee, and somebody's got to be focused on that to make that happen.
Our agenda as a family has always been to hold on to this business and run it as best we can, and that's what we're going to continue to do. So I do think that gives a stability that you might not have if it was not family-owned.
They're a very committed family, committed not just to me, but all Mustang folks.
They are at ease in their skin, and it shows.
Things like honesty and integrity, I think, start at the top, and if that's the way the owners set the tone for the rest of the company, then that's what you get.
They live up to what they believe is the right thing to do, and that is treating people well.
It's because we view them as part of our extended family, and they see this as a family business. We try and treat them like family.
It's all about family here.
Now I have several employees that are dads and sons.
That tells you something about Mustang, that the kids want to come to work for Mustang.
Just a close unit. We depend on each other, and you can count on each other. And when one needs help, there's always somebody there to help you.
That's why we're still here. You know, we like the company. We like the people.
Man, I think it's one of the greatest things on the face of the earth. And, to have been part of it since day one pretty much is just an absolute joy.
I guess I'm sad I only picked up 33 of the 60 years because there had been some fun in the early years, too.
When you look back into the 50s, you look at the projects that were done in this territory over that period of time. All of the lakes that you know about today that are around Houston were built during that period of time. All of the freeways that are in this town were built during this period of time. Power plants, we were involved in all of those projects.
Literally, we built this city. We built every road in this town probably had a Caterpillar piece of equipment on it. And also, I know that 60 years is a rare accomplishment for businesses. There's a lot of businesses that we've competed with over that 60 years that have come and gone. In fact, almost every competitor that we've had for any competitive line of equipment has turned over 2, 3, 4 times over the 60-year period. So we're the only one that's had that sort of longevity.
There's a lot of rental companies that came in here. They were going to put Mustang out of business. Well, Mustang's still here. Those companies are gone. And I mean, they even tried submerging. So 2 or 3 together wouldn't hold water.
I'm proud to work for a company that has fared all the storms, has made it through some really, really tough times when a lot of people didn't. I'm very proud to say they've been in business 60 years.
This is an old established company that has a good name within our geographical territory, and now in our engine division we're known worldwide.
I think it'd be nice to have another 60. I'm a very future-oriented person.
You look at the growth in the Houston area that's projected for the future, and some of the numbers are just staggering, but they're all going to have roads to drive on. They're all going to have lots cleared to build houses on. So, the future looks bright as far as I can tell.
But working with this group has just been a great pleasure, and working for the Tucker family all these years has been a huge, huge deal.
But the leadership is everywhere in this company, and it isn't just 5 or 10 people, it's hundreds of people, and they're everywhere. They're in our shops. They're in our parts department. They're in our credit department. They're in our accounting department. They're everywhere.
What I've learned is, you know, customers first. Try to treat your employees fairly. And, you know, the returns will take care of themselves.
And you gotta love what you're doing. Like the old saying, love of the game, that's what it's about. But you gotta have the right company and you gotta have the right product. And Mustang has both.
Heck, Mustang wouldn't have been around for 60 years if they were doing things the wrong way.
Seen a lot of folks selling John Deeres, and you know, every 5 years there's a new owner, new dealership. Mustang is a steady Eddie. You know, we're here to stay.
I'm a bet on us being here for another 60 years.
And the rest is history.